What is up, my fam bam? Ashley Elizabeth here with AHM Artistry, and today I am giving you my 1 month long review of the Iconic London HD Blend face brushes, and I'm going to tell you how I feel about them, if I think that they are worth the price tag or the wait for shipping or anything like that. So if that all sounds good and dandy to you, then you know what to do. Sit back, hang tight, and keep on watching. Okay, so first and foremost, let's get this part out of the way. In case you didn't know, when I'm shopping for new products, I'm neurotic. If I'm gonna purchase something to review, I don't look up other reviews. I don't want to get all jaded and everything. But if I'm purchasing something for me, I will look at every single resource I possibly can. YouTube, Instagram, reviews on websites, everywhere. So when I realized that the only other people that had talked about these and reviewed them on YouTube specifically were paid for, it was only like a handful. There wasn't very many reviews on it. This is a new product that launched in the fall of 2018, maybe end of the year. So there wasn't a lot of reviews, and the ones that I did see were all sponsored. Not that there is anything wrong with sponsorships. I'm not here to say that that's like so bad and that's terrible, because it's not. Everybody needs to get their coin as long as they believe in the product, that they use it, they continue to use it after doing the sponsorship, all of that. Then I don't have a problem with them recommending things and getting paid for it. You know what I mean? But when I can only find a product being reviewed for payment, then I start to go, but what, is it actually good? So then I was like, I know I was originally purchasing this just for myself, but now I want to purchase them for myself and review it because I want to find out, is it actually any good? So that's where I come in. So I have been testing these brushes over the last month to try to give like my full opinion and just see, hey, do I actually like these brushes? Do I think they're any good? Do I think that they're worth your money? I mean, it's hard. I'm not gonna tell you that yes, like they're worth your money or no, they're not worth your money. Everybody has a different criteria of where they base their prices on, what their budget is and everything like that. So I'm not gonna tell you like you have to have it in order to do makeup, because you don't. Everybody can use different tools to get the job done. But I'm here to talk about these, and if I like these, so that's what we're gonna do. All right, let's talk about specifications, because that's what we need to talk about as well. So I got the HD Blend Base Set. This one retails for $62, so it is a higher price point for brushes. They also have a full 9-piece brush set that includes eye brushes as well. That one's called the HD Blend Complete Set. Now I was originally gonna get that one because they were also doing another special that they were gonna throw in a brush set and hit a certain amount, but then I kind of was getting carried away and ordering a bunch of makeup and I needed to like slow down. So I didn't get that, but when I was like, looking at my totals, okay, I need to like look at this complete set for real and see what brushes am I actually gonna use, because I don't just need to buy giant brush sets if I'm not gonna actually use them, because I already have a ton of makeup brushes. Let's get real. Let's get real. So I looked at the complete set and I realized that it's pretty much only the face ones that I wanted, which was these ones right here. The other ones are eye brushes and like kind of little tiny detail ones, and I would say a few of those ones looked like little spot concealing brushes, and maybe one that you could use to do a cut crease or a halo, and that's just not something that I need. So for me, the complete set was out. I don't feel like I need it. I don't feel like I'm missing out on it at all. I'm really glad that I got this set. This one is small enough to like chisel and everything, so that's what I liked that one for. I wouldn't really need the other one. So you can take a look at that if you are interested after this video and see if you would rather just go for the full complete set or just do these face ones. Now, in case you aren't familiar with the brand Iconic London, they are based in the UK, hence London. So if you are anywhere else other than the UK, expect delayed shipping. Overseas shipping does tend to take a little bit of time. I ordered these, like I said, on the weekend of Black Friday. It took about 2 weeks to get my order, which I thought was a little bit faster than I was expecting. I was expecting, like, I was hoping that I would get them before Christmas so I could start testing them for you guys. So I was pleasantly surprised when it only took 2 weeks. It was like 2 weeks exactly, like including weekends and everything. So I did like that. Iconic London is a cruelty-free brand, so that is awesome, of course. And then these particular brushes are completely synthetic, so no animal hair in these brushes. So when I opened up these in the little box, it came in this cute little bag. This is like a, what's it called? Not felt. Velvet, like a velvety type of bag. Says Iconic London. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it because I don't store my brushes in the bag and it's white, so I would get makeup all over them. Now, these brushes are so insanely dense. so insanely dense. As you can see, I'll pop up some video right here. The handles are rose gold, beautiful of course. Now you would think these look like they are like really heavy, really dangerous, intense brushes. But they're not bad. They still feel like luxurious, mostly because of the bristles. The handle isn't really heavy, which is nice because a brush, if this part's heavy, if this part was heavy too, then it would just be like an arm workout, which, well, maybe that would be like 2 for 1. Then you're like, blend, blend. Okay, to me, the most luxurious feel is the actual bristles. They are so soft yet so dense, and they're so pretty. You can kind of maybe see where I'm gonna go with my review on here. I'll just say it right now. I'm really liking these brushes. I am really enjoying them. They are a lot of fun. They keep that pigment. They blend. All right, so enough about specifications and all of that. Let's go ahead and talk about application now. I'm gonna show you guys how I like to use these brushes to apply my makeup and how I use each tool. Each of these brushes, they have a different name for and a different like tip for application. I used them a little bit differently except the face buffer brush. I use this to apply my foundation just like you'll see anybody else doing. And some people were putting the foundation on the brush and putting in. I just don't really like to do that often because it just kind of gunks up the foundation a little bit. I put the foundation on and then I blend it out. Now I have quite a small head, quite a small face, so this foundation brush is quite large. It gets the job done though. It doesn't soak up my foundation. It keeps that pigment bang away. And the first time I used this, I was definitely like stereotypical shook, like, oh my goodness, super, super crazy awesome. So I am liking that one a lot for that. Now the foundation brush, I would most compare this one to, similar to what I have and love. This Urban Decay optical blurring brush is my like all-time favorite foundation brush until now. So this one I thought was like so dense, and it is, but you can tell there's lots of bend in it. So it's longer bristles and everything. These ones are shorter and dense, but this one is even more dense than this one. So it really just packs it on, full pigment. And then next you'll see that I actually went in and applied a liquid highlighter on the high points of my cheekbones and everywhere like that. And I used this really small brush. This one they actually call the nose contour brush, which I do actually use it for that as well. I'll show you that in a minute, but I really like this one for highlighter. But I only can do it before I do my foundation. I did try using this as a brush to put on my highlighter on top of my foundation. It's too firm that it moved my foundation around and separated that and made it all kind of weird and patchy. So I wouldn't recommend it for that. I have seen a couple people using it that way. That was just my experience with it. So maybe it's just finessing and trying different ways. I think there was one way I could do it where I would just press and pat, but it was just taking too long, so I don't prefer that. I prefer a little like lit from within type of glow with my liquid highlighters anyways. And next I went in with my concealer. Now concealer every day is different. Every day I do kind of different brushes with that, with the exception of this. Sometimes I'll like blend my concealer down here with this one just because I'm lazy, but I kind of use a mix of these ones, just cleaning off in between, clean off the highlighter first and then go in with these ones. This one I could just get really in the nooks and crannies. If I'm gonna do my eye makeup before my foundation, this one I pretty much will use all around the eyes because I don't want anything big and chunky going right near my eye because then it'll mess up my whole eye makeup. So I'll go in with this one a lot, but for today, since I did my face makeup first and then my eye makeup, I could go in with the second largest one and cover a lot of areas. And sometimes when I do my eye makeup first as well, I've used just this one to apply my foundation right over those areas and then go in with the medium kind of one just to blend it out. So with that being said, I do prefer to use these brushes when I'm gonna do my face makeup first as opposed to second, because I have to be really careful going around my eye makeup when I use these brushes after the eye makeup. And then with my concealer, because it leaves so much product on the skin and so much pigment, I actually take my dry beauty blender and just lightly tap out underneath the eyes and anywhere else that I think might be a little bit extra heavy. I would do this before anyways with other brushes, but usually that was more like it's starting to crease, so I need to tap it out. This one is primarily because it's just like, it's a lot of product on there, which is awesome, but I just need to tap out a little bit just to make sure that it doesn't crease. Next, you'll see me go in with a cream contour. I don't cream contour that often, but when I do, I will be using these brushes because they blend so nicely, so seamlessly, super easy. And this one that is called the nose contour is absolutely perfect for the nose contour. It's awesome. I don't really use some of these brushes the way that they are intended because this one right here is called their baking brush. Number one, I do not bake my face because I am super, super dry. Number two, it's like, no, I don't think, even if I did bake, I wouldn't bake with this because I feel like it would be too much. I don't know. It's just not like a powder brush. These to me are creams and liquid type of feeling brushes. They don't feel like ones that would accept powder very well. So that's why the eye brushes kind of confuse me. They're just not for me. But that's how I like to use them. So hopefully that kind of clears things up a little bit. So lastly, would I recommend these brushes? I mean, you can kind of tell the gist that I am really happy with these brushes. I'm really glad that I got this set and I think they are awesome. I do not regret this purchase. Would I repurchase again? Yes. I would actually, if they made this one and this one available, I would repurchase these ones. Sometimes I get really like obsessed with brushes and I just want multiples of one even though I don't need it. Also like another one of these ones because sometimes I want to use it for highlighter, sometimes concealer, sometimes nose contour, so I would probably love to have like 3 of these just to like multi-purpose, not have to wipe off in between each time. All right, you guys, that is it for today's video. I hope that that was all helpful for you and kind of cleared some things up. If you want to see more thorough, in-depth reviews like these, definitely give this video a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments below. If this is your first time stumbling upon my face and watching one of my videos, well, hey, what is up? Welcome. You're going to want to go down and hit that little red subscribe button. That way you get notified when I post new videos, which is at least 3 times a week. Thank you all so much for watching today, and I hope every single one of you have a great, freaking awesome, wonderful, happy, lovely day.